I've only seen episodes 1 to 4, but I really had to talk about just this story arc, just this part of the series. And I can honestly say that I could walk away satisfied now. I could stop here and be fulfilled. Like, this season is like a restaurant meal. I've had the appetizer. I'm already full, and the main course is still coming, and it's crazy. Like, what they did in these first 4 episodes had more content and more just quality than a lot of shows have an entire season. Bernthal's Punisher is ridiculous. Like, Bernthal took that character, he made it his own, he put his own nuances on it, his own personality, facial twitches, expressions. When he speaks, you know, the way he keeps kind of saying yeah, like at the end of his sentences. Like, little things like that are what makes an actor. Like, they'll just take the character's whole life story, their personality, their upbringing, they keep that in mind, and they use that to you know, form this type of personality. Like, and he's even said it, he's like, he couldn't go into the character and he couldn't portray it as well as he could if he didn't have a family. Like, Bernthal has a family, he has a wife, he has kids, so what he brought to that role was the imagination and the pain that he could imagine having if you know, the thing that happened to Frank Castle's family happened to his family. Like, and there's so much honesty there. So the way it ended was perfect, because the whole time I was thinking, like, how could they end this? Like, you know, Punisher is being portrayed as this badass villain, and we as comic fans know that he's not really that bad of a guy, but you know, you have to look at it from the TV world's perspective, and as far as they know, this guy's a monster, and they slowly start peeling him back, and episode 3 was perfect. The whole the exposition and the conversation between them, the back and forth, the chemistry that they have together, Murdoch and Punisher is amazing. Well, Charlie Cox and Bernthal, you know, there's such a contrast, but yet they complement each other so well, and even though, like, you know, he's got him tied to chains on a roof in episode 3, and he's got him at his mercy, he's still showing him the respect of having this conversation with him and answering him, and every time, you know, Daredevil is throwing questions at him, he's responding, he's like, yeah, oh yeah, what's that? You know, like, you know, he doesn't have to do that, but he respects him. You know, he just, like he says, you know, he's like, he just knows that he thinks he's a coward because his way's not working, and it's not until episode 4 at the end, when everything's happened, and you know, Punisher's been shot, and he drags him out, and they don't even fight each other. It was him saving him, but you know, he just killed the Irish dude, and then they take him to the graveyard, and he's like, I'm done, Red, I'm done. And we didn't know his origin fully until the end of that story arc, and that was perfect. Like, they didn't throw exposition in your face. Like, it starts off like the movie, like, you know, like, let's say the Thomas Jane movie did, where, you know, it's like you see him as a nice guy, and he's this lovable dude, and then his family dies, and then we see him go to the transition. It's like, no, it's like, here's the Punisher, here's what he is, and this is all you're gonna get. And then they leave it to him to tell us why he's the way he is, or where it's coming from, and it was perfect, you know. And you got the impression that he's never had a friend, he's never had anybody to talk to, anybody to get this off his chest, or you know, get these demons out. So it wasn't until, you know, he's shot and half dead in the floor, and he's got nothing left, that he finally told his story, and he finally explained everything, and it was perfect. Like, that whole scene was like, that was Emmy worthy, and he'll probably get snubbed, unfortunately, but he absolutely deserves an Emmy. And then the way it ends, and then you know, the police guy comes, and then Charlie Cox or Daredevil tells him, you know, we can't show them that vigilantism works. I want you to get the collar. And it's opposite of Batman, where Batman is all about, like, you know, I love Batman, but it's, you know, Batman wants to create a symbol, and he wants to be a symbol, and he wants to have that symbol over Gotham and have the criminals fear him, and, you know, everybody knows he's a Batman. Whereas in this portrayal, it's like, you know, I don't want people to know that I was involved. I want the cops to have power. I want the uniform to matter, and it was perfect. And then they take Punisher away in the stretcher, and then it ends with Elektra on the couch, and then she's just like, you know, hello, Matthew. Like, you could have ended the season right there. They could have maybe put 2 episodes in between to lengthen the Punisher story, and if they ended it right there, that would have been perfect. And I'm in a place right now where I'm almost afraid to move forward, because I honestly don't know if Punisher comes back, or I don't know if now it's going to be Elektra only, and they're going to focus on the Hand and Elektra and Punisher stories over, which I hope it's not. But they gave us such quality in those 4 episodes that it was enough. You know, it was too soon if that's the end of it, but it was still enough. It was perfect. So, I mean, based on what I've seen so far, incredible season, and we'll see what happens going forward, but amazing ending. All right, so I'm probably going to binge watch it today, so I'll maybe give you guys an update. So have a good one.